don't try to sleep with anyone at your job, brother. I think.
Yeah, did you hear that? Keep that in mind.
Yeah,
Yes,
exactly. When you
Rational Nail 101. Don't sleep with it.
Sleeping with, I mean, there's not a problem if you meet someone in your job, but in your job, you're doing a job. You're providing value to society. So just behave, control your emotions. You're the smartest animal there is. The one that can control their emotions, your primitive feelings. Control yourself. Ask her out after the job, after the work. But during the work, they're vulnerable. So don't hit on people when they're working.
How much do you value your job?
Exactly.
That's really what it comes down to.
If I were to do that, I had no career.
Of course.
I've shot thousands of people.
Bro, this is exactly my answer.
And I have amazing friends through the career.
Yeah.
Which they see me naked, whatever. In their parties, we party naked. All of us, we go crazy. We do whatever we want outside of the job. But in my job, brother, I'm working, providing value to society. Everybody should do the same. I don't understand. Literally don't understand it. Don't understand the question. That means everybody's trying to hook up whatever they do in your job. That's what they're asking me. I have access to women? Yes, of course. I love women. Of course. I obsessively try. Do you know what I hate? When people tell me, oh, of course he has it easy. He has all these women around me. Do the same, brother. Be disciplined. Work on your physique. Talk to them. Be rejected all your life. Be homeless. Conquer yourself. Conquer your confidence. Brother, conquer an amazing woman. Don't victimize yourself. You want what I want? Work for it. So I work every day. I'm disciplined. You cannot do TRT if you're not disciplined.
I was going to say.
Yeah, if you're not disciplined, you cannot do it.
It's making that distinction and that separation between like this is what I do. This is my. I think it's what Robert Greene describes this as live time versus dead time.
Yeah.
And so like when you are like not on your point, not on your game, and not like putting effort and energy into where it is like the direction that you're going, that's your live time.
Yeah.
Anything that's outside of that, like your commute to work, that's dead time.
Yeah.
Right. Making the most of your dead time is very important, of course, but like making the distinction and the separation between like say this is my work and this is like my social life. This is what I like doing that, and I think it's becoming harder and harder, especially for people in your actually all of our lines of work right now, is making the separation between like where like people will ask me, are you in Miami for a vacation? I'm like, no, but I'm here to work, kind of. I'm going to go do these shows. We're going to go to Valuetainment. We're going to go do all the shows that we're doing. But I'm going to have a good time doing it. Yeah. I enjoy it, but it's not a vacation. I'm still working when I'm doing this.
It's all about the intent.
Yeah.
The intent that you have inside. That's all. It's all about the intent.
It's making,
if you have the intent of hooking up.
Separation, though, is like very. I think most people who aren't in your world or our world or whatever, they think of it as, oh, well, if I could get to that point, then I could nail the girls that I was working with, right? Or I could I would finally be in a position where I would have more access and more opportunity with beautiful women because now this is my vocation. And what happens is when you have that vocation starts to slip over into your personal life, then you get like Harvey Weinstein, right?
Well, I mean, there's that. You can be creepy at a photo shoot, but you can only do it once.
Mm-hmm.
You can only do it once because these girls, things change. Part of the reason why the Harvey Weinstein thing didn't happen, you remember when he sexually harassed Selma Hayek, there was no social media back then, right? Yeah. He ruined her career. Mm-hmm. There was no social media back then. Now, if you do this, like I've been at Paradise Challenge before where some guy does something inappropriate and immediately we all know. Mm-hmm. And Jolt's kicked him out immediately. Like there was no questions asked. And this is really hard for guys to understand. It's like, no, you just create this environment where you are giving value to other people. You do this over and over again. And now you're just around amongst a bunch of people that are common, that are very much like you. Some of them are beautiful women who become very attracted to you because you've created this society where you create value at Babes in Toyland, at Paradise Challenge, at Swimsuit USA, at Miss Brazil USA, at Model Citizen Fund, at the Playboy Presents Yandy Summer Search, at all these different places where you're just creating all this value. You don't have to do that, but you can be creepy at work, but you can only do it once.
Yeah.
You can only do it once, and then you're done.
Well, I love it when I see these people that ask me questions about like Myron and Fresh and Fresh and Fit podcast, and they say, "Oh, aren't they nailing all those girls after the show? And aren't they going out there and like because that's why they have the show, so they can like run these girls through and have, have their pick of the litter kind of thing." And I'm like, well, I've been probably the most consistent guest on that show since like the beginning, like January 2021. And I will tell you this is every time I've been on there, even since the early days, they have been nothing but professional the whole time there. Because they know the same thing. You can only be creepy once and then it's over. And that was one of the first conversations we ever had was like, you got to be careful with the women that are there, and they, as far as like, getting Me Too'd or having like allegations and stuff like that. I said, you have to be very careful of that. They have to be like, they're very technical when it comes to
I've seen Myron get super acrimonious with a girl, and then that girl's super attracted to him afterwards. I've seen girls
kick him off the show, and they'll follow him on Instagram.
Exactly right. What were you going to say?
When I was young and I was rejected by women a lot, trying to conquer them and, trying to hook up with them and stuff when I was younger. I started this consent idea. I know it's a modern thing that we throw around a lot, but I always ask for consent before I ¿cómo le puedo echar los perros a alguien?
Flirt.
Before I flirt. So whoever I'm gonna flirt with, I say, can I flirt with you? I don't use this American suave game like we're close to each other and I feel it, I'm gonna kiss you or whatever. I don't read signs. If I want to conquer you, I'm gonna ask you, can I flirt with you to see if I can conquer you? So consent for everything. It's all about consent.
Beautiful.